Now Abode are a fairly new company to the carp fishing scene, but after chucking up these 3 shelters, it's clear to see that a lot of thought and a lot of quality has gone into their kit. As I said, there's 3 shelters we've got to have a look at today, slightly different versions, so we'll go through them one by one and show you their features and quality. Well, here we go, this is the first one. This is the standard sort of oval system, if you like. It's got 9 ribs on it. First of all, we'll take a look at the material. This is 10,000 rated, means that it's super waterproof and very breathable at the same time. So exactly what you want for this type of shelter. As you can see, it's got storm sides built in either side, so it gives you loads of protection when you're inside here from crosswinds, or even if it's coming through at this angle, you know, you've just got your nice space in the middle there to get to view the lake, and these sides are keeping you nice and cozy. As you can see, the way I've set this up, it's pretty high, which is ideal for day sessions. You know, this is the sort of bivvy that you're either just going to take out of your days, or if you're just doing quick overnighters in the summer, then this is the perfect brolly for that. And as I say, because you can raise it up to a nice height, when you're sitting in there on your chair, you're not feeling all cramped in, and you can sit with a nice straight back. On both sides, it's got a Velcro attachment, so you can secure your rods no problem when you're working with them. As you also see, there's a bit of a rib on the front here which encourages the water to run down the sides and also sort of reinforces the front there too. It comes with 4 storm sticks and 4 storm stick adapters where they screw into, which are already in place. As you can see, this one's pretty solid and it's only got the 2 poles on it at the moment, but if I wanted to make it even tougher, then I can put these ones in place on the sides there, and we'll make it a rock solid setup. But obviously most of the time you're just chucking up a brolly, you know, unless you're setting up in a storm, then you're not really going to need all 4 poles. Also comes with a ground sheet. Again, you know, as anglers, I think 8 out of 10 times you're not going to be using a ground sheet, but it's always nice to have one. I know some people won't fish without them, they like that extra coziness, and who can blame them? As I said, the guys at Abode have put a lot of thought into these shelters, and here's a great example of that. So in the summer, obviously when it's getting pretty hot, you can just literally zip that, or that comes right off if you want it to, or I suspect most of the time you're just going to zip it down and tuck it around the back and then pop it back up at night time. Obviously if you know it's not going to rain, then you might as well have that down anyway, because that's going to create a lot more air movement through the bivvy brolly and make it a lot more comfortable. And also you get a bit of condensation with these single skin shelters, no matter what the material is. Obviously this is a breathable material, so the condensation is minimal. However, with this open, that pretty much gets rid of it completely. Right, next one to have a look at is the 9-rib Mozzie mesh system. As you can see, it's got a full Mozzie mesh front on there with a zip down the middle. Only really need 1 zip for getting in and out. There's enough space there. Obviously at particular times of year, you would not want to go fishing without a mesh on the front of your bivvy. The mosquitoes can be absolutely horrendous at certain times in the summer, especially when you go into France. I've had some awful sessions out there without a Mozzie mesh. So yeah, these things are absolutely 100% invaluable when the Mozzies are about. As you can see on the front here, you've got kind of like a mini porch, if you like, and although it's only small, you'd be surprised at how much of a difference that actually makes. All the features are the same as the last one. It's got your reinforced sections at all the stress points on the poles. They've all got steel ribs, which are really strong and built to last. Now, let's have a little look around the back of this one, because this has got a slightly different back as well. Still got the ventilation system, but 1 single zip that goes up the middle there, and then the sides just roll back and can be fixed securely in place with these little toggles. There we go. Obviously the same goes for this side. The middle section is material still, but the 2 sides are your Mozzie mesh ventilation panels. Now, as well as offering ventilation and keeping the mosquitoes out, what these panels also do is allow a lot more light into the brolly in the daytime. Obviously when you've got them nice bright days, it's horrible to be sitting in a dark umbrella, so this just brightens it up and makes it a more enjoyable place to be sitting. Well, here we go, this is the last one. This is the Rolls Royce of the 3 here. This is the full bivvy system. It's got all the same great features as the others. Comes with the 3 storm poles, the pegs, the ground sheet, but as you can see, this one's got a full front system. So we'll just have a little look inside here. Obviously this is your normal door. On front of that, you've also got a Mozzie mesh panel, so you can just roll this up and still be able to see throughout there and keep those mosquitoes out. The full door obviously also rolls up and clips into place. We've got the ground sheet in this one. It's a nice, good quality ground sheet, and as you can see, it just makes it so much cozier. That all velcros into place. So the umbrella's actually got lips all the way around. So once the ground sheet's on top of that, it just stops any air being able to get in and keeps it nice and snug. On the back there, you've also got the ventilation system. We'll have a little look at that in a second, but first, obviously, this is totally removable. The front just zips off and you're left with your standard umbrella. So if you were just going out for a quick day session and you didn't need all the front, then you can leave that at home. You've just got a nice light shelter to be able to take whenever you need. There is another option for the front also. On those days when it's a bit drizzly and the rain's driving in your face, but you still want to be able to look out, simply attach the window to the front there so you can still see through the Mozzie mesh, but you've got that waterproof protection. Now, as with the first one, this one's got the same sort of ventilation system on the back, which just zips down or totally off if you want it to. Great little idea. As I say, it keeps you cool, but also adds a nice little bit of light to the bivvy as well. There you go, 3 great bits of kit. If you're looking at getting a new brolly this year, then you won't go far wrong looking at these. Loads of features, oozing quality, and fantastic value for money as well. There's going to be a lot more products coming through from Abode. We'll be taking a closer look at them in coming issues. But in the meantime, you can find out more online.